Okay, our book is called The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, and it's by Rebecca Skloot, and she is a journalist who became really interested in the HeLa cells and discovering the story of the woman whose cells they were in the first place, because no one had ever learned about the person who created the cells, which have now become like a huge billion-dollar, have made billions of people profitable. And so this is the story of her trying to learn more about the cells and the person and her interactions with Rebecca's family and the story of the cells themselves and how they became super important.
An African-American woman in Baltimore was diagnosed with cervical cancer in 1951, and after suffering for many months, she died. However, before her death, the doctors at Johns Hopkins took samples of her cancerous cells for research purposes without her consent. These cells were used to make the first immortal human cells in the laboratory, and they continue to grow these HeLa cells in large numbers today. These cells were essential in developing the polio vaccine, uncover secrets of cancer, the atom bomb effects, and help to impact science today. This is the story of one journalist's attempt to uncover the story of the woman who started it all.
"They're beautiful," she whispered, then went back to staring at her slide in silence. Pause. Eventually, without looking away from the cells, she said, "God, I never thought I'd see my mother under a microscope. I never dreamed this day would come." Page 266. This quote is significant because it reveals how surprised and awestruck Deborah was after seeing her mother again. It's not every day you get to see your mom's immortal cells, and it really affected her emotionally and mentally.
Okay, overall we would give this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars because the author incorporates the human element into the story, and overall science is usually pretty impersonal because it's often just data and numbers and we don't really know who they came from or why or the story behind that. And so through this book she was able to add that element, which is often more relatable to the everyday readers. And it's also a big focus of the book is not only the story of the HeLa cells, but also the social injustice, it was injustice, but also overall social justice issues as they relate to science and the whole idea of consent and the ethics of that. And so that was also interesting to us, and we also liked the way that she integrated the story of the HeLa cells, her personal story of discovering information about Henrietta Lacks, and Henrietta Lacks' story. So we liked her smooth integration of those 3 parts of the novel.